5 things I look forward to with WoW Classic. Hey Tesak, where have you been so long? I've been working. And playing WoW. Maybe I was playing a little bit too much. And that made me thinking, how do I even feel about changes with Wrath of the Lichking? I already made a video about the topic of Dungeon Finder, so I won't be repeating myself. I'll just quickly state that allegedly improved Group Finder is coming with Wrath, and I'm doubtful it's gonna change anything. But maybe it's gonna be good. Finger crossed, but I'm skeptical. Originally, I wanted to make a completely different video about my love-hate relationship with WoW, but I have something else in my mind right now, so let's talk about that instead. Wrath of the Lich King, the best expansion ever, allegedly. And for many of us, the expansion when we started. Well, I played during the original TBC, but I really started playing WoW with the introduction of Wrath. And there is 5 things I'm looking forward to with Wrath of the Lich King Classic. And I will just quickly state this now. I didn't look that much into changes because I want to be surprised and I want to explore the new version of Wrath from day one without spoiling my experience with notes and stuff. So, beside the most known changes, I have no idea if I'm not expecting something that's not coming in the end. Or maybe I'm just lazy. I will leave that up to you. So number 1, Battlegrounds. Yep, as someone who lives in Battlegrounds, I am looking forward to the option to join Battlegrounds from the PvP tab, instead of having to camp near the Battlemaster all the time. This haven't been that much of an issue for high level characters, although having an option to farm materials and wait in queue at the same time would be really nice, but it's mainly issue for leveling characters. There is a lot of low level PvP gear you can pick up through your leveling journey, but you need to participate in Battlegrounds to accumulate some honors for it. Issue is, if you have to camp Battlemaster for 20 minutes just to lose one battleground, it's not really that much of a fun experience, and I would rather skip the battlegrounds with PvP rewards and wait for the max level fun. In original Wrath, this was no longer an issue, as you could join BGs while leveling, and upon finishing you would be returned to the place where you joined, essentially unlocking an option for some nice gearing upgrades through your leveling journey. On top of that, PvP activities should now reward some experience, of course excluding kills, meaning it's a decent addition to your leveling journey if you like to hit other players without causing any grief in open war. And also, of course, we are getting 2 more battlegrounds. But hey, number 2, improved mounts, pets and companions. This is probably no surprise to anyone, but yes, being able to get your first mount at level 20 is game changer, because the vanilla content is gonna be a lot more about action, exploration or questing, rather than waiting for your character to get from point A to point B, because you have to walk slowly. Besides that, having your mounts and companions in your virtual quote-unquote stables instead of inventory is nice, especially if you are already playing as a hunter, warlock, rogue or any other item heavy class. It's also gonna introduce some variety to the Whart, since now there is no downside to owning more than one mount for many people. So some people like me will be probably changing their mounts and companions from time to time to refresh things up. Besides that, as a hunter, there should be few more slots for pets, meaning we will be able to stable a grand total of 5 pets, I believe. Gotta extend the collection. Number 3. There should have been Quest Helper, but it has been changed. So I guess I'll keep using Questy like 95% of the player base anyway. Really, I haven't met single person without Questy yet, and I am member of Leveling Guild. I understand why they decided not to include the original Quest Helper from patch 330, but I would say it would be better to include it and make it toggable. So instead, rework spells and talents. Many of the previously useless or almost useless spells will be reworked, meaning all of the classes will become more versatile for both PvE and PvP. This includes a lot of racial spells as well, meaning Alliance might finally get some actually useful racial spells, like Every Man for Themselves or improved Shadow Melt. The talents will be changed as well. A lot of talents that were previously literal waste of points and no one used them anyway, even people that were making their own builds instead of following guides, will be merged together to some other talents, while others will be removed and new ones added, and some just improved. I will include dual talents as well. I can't really wait for these to be added because I would like to level up my druid and play it as a both tank and healer, so feral / resto combo. But right now in TBC that would be so pricey, I wouldn't be able to afford literally anything. Well, given the price of the dual talents, I will have to save up some gold anyway, but it's just one-time payment and it's more convenient. Number 4. Inscription. Honestly, I never really tried Inscription before, and I doubt I will be doing it with the Wrath Classic. but I know how tough and expensive it is to skill up enchanting right now. So having option to sell enchants on an auction house with inscription will make it easier. Some people are convinced this is gonna remove another aspect of social interaction. Honestly, if you are one of these people, just go ahead and try to skill up enchanting. You will quickly find out it's as much social interaction as buying a soda from drink machine on trade station. Yes, there might be people, yes it's interaction, no it's not fun. Besides that, inscription adds glyphs, which adds to the variety of builds. Of course, we will see the same thing as with Hunters and Ravagers, everyone will be running the same build because someone said it's the best thing to do. And of course 90% of the people won't even understand the builds or look into alternatives. But the rest of us, who actually like to make our own builds from scratch, this is a welcome addition. Also, beside the major glyphs changing the ways of some spells, the minor ones that are usually cosmetics are nice addition as well. And number 5, Northrend. There is tons of stuff I would like to talk about with just Northrend, and even more I would like to mention and include to this list from the whole expansion. But honestly I can't really wait to make my way to Sholazar Basin, Howling Fjords and mainly Grizzly Hills. These locations together with Strangleton Well and Nagrand are my most favorite zones to not only level up, but also to just spend time in general in the whole World of Warcraft. And if I had to pick one, it would be close battle between Grizzly Hills and Nagrand. Honestly though, Nagrand is still the best. And originally this was it, the whole list, but I decided to also add 2 honorable mentions. First one is pet talents. I'm Hunter main, and as much as it was fun to have the beast training again, I'm still not a huge fan of it. It's just complicated for the sake of being complicated, and I can't wait for talents to replace that. And second one is Death Knight. I can't not include Death Knight on this list. You see, I can't really care less for DK, because I don't enjoy playing as a melee character that much, but it's nice to see it back, as it increases variety and it gives another tanking / DPSing option. I'll make one for sure, because, well, because it can skip the whole vanilla leveling, which is, at this point I did so many times that I don't feel like doing it ever again. I don't think it's a good thing that they allowed everyone to make DKs straight away. I pretty much expect to see only DKs for a while, but hey, it is what it is. And that's it. This is my list of changes and addition I am looking forward to in Warcraft Classic. I'm curious, if you make your own list, how does it look like? Does it look similar to me, or is it completely different? Let me know in the comments, and maybe, just maybe, we can have a civilized conversation about it. But Tesak, what's the point of this video? Well, if you have to ask this question, there is none. I just wanted to make top 5 video of my own. Thank you very much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.